end up buying the Aero TXL Pro was because of the bedroom system. So we have a 1-year-old and we have a 3-year-old, and if they're not sleeping, we're not having a good camping trip. So we ended up with the TXL because there are 3 bedrooms in the back here. There's one where I'm currently standing that can be put in, and then there's this huge area in the middle of the tent, and then a front area which is just as big as the middle. So in the back of the tent here, we have our son who is 3. He sleeps in this one. My son who is 1 sleeps in this one in a cot. And in the middle, we've actually ended up putting our clothing and things like that. And I'm currently standing on our bed, and we just love this spot here because it's just so open. We can look outside the windows at night. It's just really beautiful. So one of the reasons that we ended up buying the roof cover was to bring the temperature down during the day, because with 2 sleeping children during the day, we really needed that just to work so well. We do have little mini fans that we have at each of the head of the beds just to help with that. But we have found, and we're at Crescent Head in April, so it is still quite hot. We have found that that roof has really reduced the temperature in here, and both of them have been sleeping perfectly at night and perfectly during the day. So our boys, Ari and David, they both sleep in the same room at home, so moving to this situation wasn't too difficult. So that's one of the lifestyle choices that we made when we had our boys. We decided that they would be sleeping in the same room, so that if we were going away, whether it was in a hotel or whether it was in the tent, that they would be very used to each other's sounds. The difference with a tent is that we now have 2 bedrooms, so it's actually been a little bit easier being in the tent. So my son Ari, who is 1, sleeps in the cot in this side of the bed and of the tent, and if he is going to sleep, I just close all of these doors because it's a blackout system, and if I've got them closed, then no light is going to come in. It's awesome, it's great. I just make sure that the side that has the sun shining on it, I just make sure those windows are closed and the other windows are open for ventilation. We also have a back window for ventilation, which is really good. Our son David, he's 3. We have the same setup for sleeping as anywhere that we go. So if we're at a hotel, if we're at grandparents, if we're camping, he has the same sleeping system so that he just rolls straight in. He's really comfortable with the environment. So we use just a pillow from home and his pillowcase from home. We use a skunk's mattress and the fitted sleeping bag, and it's the brown and orange that you see. That is their branding, and we love this because it's warm. It can zip right open, or we can zip it right up, which he just snuggles straight into that and loves being enclosed by it. We can wash it really easily, and we loved that Skunks brand. The outside did die earlier on, and we couldn't be bothered to do anything about it. But there is a repair kit. So our son Ari, he is 1. We use the same setup wherever we go. So home, he has been sleeping in this setup every now and then if he's having a tough night, because the boys do sleep together. We use this for hotels, if we're going to grandparents, if we're going camping, obviously. So what we've got is the Phil and Ted's Travel Porta Cot. It only weighs around 3 kilos. I can't remember the exact weighting, but it's about 3 kilos. So we've taken it to Bali, we've taken it to Darwin. It's been awesome. It does have a blow-up mattress and a fitted sheet that you can wash. I definitely put a blanket underneath the whole porta cot just to make it a little bit more cushiony for him. And he wears a ergo pouch. He's actually in a 3.5 tog at the moment, just because I wanted to make sure he was warm. The temperature has gotten down to about 9 degrees overnight, and that's been a good decision. He hasn't been waking up at night. He wakes at his usual time, the same as at home. So we have seen the boys just sleeping really beautifully and really well, and we think it is because that the systems that they sleep in when they're camping is very similar to the way that they sleep when they are away at other times.
So hopefully that's helpful. It's something that we get asked a lot, and as I said, if you get a good night's sleep camping, that's half the battle won.